So basically, there are two versions of RIP. We have version 1 and version 2. Version 1 is classful, which is what we're going to be seeing today. And then in our next session, we'll look at version 2. So with version 1, it is classful, means that, as I said, it goes to the default subnet mask. Version 1 doesn't care about authentication. So this is what authentication means. Authentication means that if you connect a router and you configure RIP on here, and you configure RIP on here, these two interfaces, they have, if you put some password there, the only way they can exchange networks is if the passwords are the same. But with RIP version 1, it doesn't care about authentication. So once you configure RIP on the two devices, there's no password, they will still communicate. But RIP version 2, you can also put a password. So if the passwords are not matching, it means that they cannot communicate. It's like their secret code. RIP version 1 does broadcast. So anybody, assuming you have a switch connected here, and then this switch connected to a router and a router and a router, RIP will send a broadcast. With RIP version 1, will send a broadcast, everybody will receive information. But if these guys are not configured with RIP, they don't need to receive it. RIP version 2 is saying that if this guy is configured with RIP and this guy is configured with RIP, they join a particular multicast group, which is 224.0.0.9. It's like a WhatsApp group. So if this guy wants to send a message about networks, the only person that will receive is the person, if you're using version 2, is going to be the person who is also configured with RIP. It's like the RIP WhatsApp group. Now, all the contacts on your phone will not receive it because RIP version 2 is not doing broadcast. It will not send it to every other person, but RIP version 1 will be doing a broadcast, will send it to every other device. And that is the difference between version 1 and version 2. But in general, RIP is an easy routing protocol to configure. It doesn't take you more than a few minutes to configure RIP, depending on how many networks you have on your device. Also, it doesn't have any design constraints. I will not talk about design now, but when we get to OSPF, we'll see what the design constraints are. Apart from that, it has less overhead. RIP is easy to configure. It's just simple. So we're going to learn how to configure RIP. So yes, that's what we're going to do now.